Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. They don't wanna see me care. Anytime I make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb, and I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines. So I won't give up, I'm gonna make it to the top. I don't care what's in my way, I swear I'm never gonna stop. I could fall flat on my face and I swear I won't give back up, cause I don't deserve a thing and the road ahead is tough. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.
I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan, your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Don't be fucking sour, take a cold shower. Scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder. And all the doubters, they're just your downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen when everybody wants to be king. Yeah, they all wanna ring, yeah, we all wanna be free. So show me what you got, what you bring, how you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking swing. Do you got heart, are you mean? Got some scars, got some needs, are you willing to go bleed? I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
Hello, Kindred. How are you this evening?
Are we talking in character or out of character?
We're in the opening stages of our session for tonight.
Okay. I don't remember in character, but out of character.
I'm pretty sure that lines up for this too.
Yeah, I guess in my case, in character, probably some worries and things like that because of obvious reasons.
Mm-hmm.
And out of character, cheers, motherfuckers.
You know what? I'm gonna join you.
Awesome. Mug party.
Hey, listen, I got the shittiest bottle of $10 vodka ever. It's gonna be great.
I have no alcohol in my home.
So,
Because I ran out of the alcohol I bought last week.
tell me, who would like to give our recap up until we got off the bus, or up until we hit the bus, rather?
I forgot there was a bus involved.
Who would like to give us a recap?
Got it.
I, personally, would like to hear Sammy Redskies give a recap tonight.
Oh, good lord. You know I'm not going to remember their part of this whole shenanigans, right?
And I'm fully aware. I want this from your perspective.
Okay.
Yeah, because we were with you at the very end. I at least remember that.
Okay, then. So they did whatever happened to be going on in their house, the various shenanigans. You can look back for those. For my part, I had essentially found a lot of clues to the ghoul that they had been searching for. So I called them up, asked them to come to the office. Took them a little bit for some reason. I don't imagine what could have possibly held them up. And then once they showed up, we talked about it, figured out our plan of attack. I decided I was going to go with them as well, just to put another body on the situation, running the case. Why not? We did have one situation, though. Val walked up to the board where I had painstakingly corked out the entire with red threads and everything, all of the things. But since they gave me the 3 cases, I put 3 little things there, including Val. I apparently picked the wrong picture of Val because she looks at it and then goes into a toreador obsession about a very old painting of herself that we then, before we headed out, had to snap her out of. And it was a very interesting set of circumstances to snap her out of it. Now we're getting ready to, or we have already got on a bus. We're getting ready to go to the scene, as it were, and hopefully take care of this guy.
Excellent. Thank you very much. As we open tonight's session, for the first time in a long time, none of you have to roll rouse checks.
Yay. I
Yet.
need to go get my dice.
Yet. We're going to wait until D gets back. And then I have some information for you. But are we ready for tonight's session?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Excellent. I'm glad to hear it. So, since D can hear me just fine,
Because y'all in my bedroom.
the lot of you step off the bus. I'm going to quickly open up my maps. And you are short one party member.
Even though in game she is still with us.
Pardon?
In game she's still with us, isn't she?
She is not. Despite all of your attempts to corral the corgi, she has somehow managed to slip past all of you and avoid detection. And the last you saw of her, she was hopping on another bus. And away she went. None of you had the time to properly stop her once you noticed. So she's off, God knows where.
So I swear to whatever deity anyone here worships, even in the afterlife, we need to put some sort of tracking thing on our corgi.
Does this happen frequently?
Yes.
let's just say that it's become an aspect of her personality, and at this point, I'm not surprised anymore. Honestly, we should just let her do what she wants to do and hope that she has the sense to come back before sunset.
You mean sunrise?
Wherever.
Fair. I trust she knows what she's doing. I mean, she has not caused too much trouble in the past.
Valerie here is still shaking off the dregs of having been pulled out of her obsession. Taking you a bit to get a handle on that.
There we go.
As you step off the bus, you find yourself in front of what appears to be a shopping center. I'm going to drop you a link in the chat. For those of you that don't know, they find themselves around 101st Street and Jasper Avenue in front of a shopping center.
Wow.
There's a few people milling about here and there, going about their business. It is it's not crowded, but it is fairly busy this time of night. And as you step off, the ensuing springtime, as Edmonton smells are known to be, you guys are going to have to... You know what? We're going to start off by getting you to make me a roll. On account of the smells from downtown. You're going to make me a roll. 1 second while I pull up a character sheet here. Where is my character sheet?
You know what?
1 second.
I have a brand new set of dice.
Yay.
Nice.
My very first set of dice since moving to the East Coast.
This is going to be composure and... one moment. Resolve. And I'm sorry, did you just say East Coast?
Yes. East Coast.
Congratulations on officially earning an Eastern accent.
We don't all sound
always
like
said-
we're from Minnesota.
I've always said coast this way. East Coast.
As an East Coastian, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
You've got two of us. No.
Okay.
Listen,
I did-
from the New Jersey, New York area, who have the most notable shore accents of all time. No, that's not how that works.
And we definitely don't talk like that down here in Kentucky.
Yeah?
Oh, wait, you're in Kentucky?
Before we get on
Oh.
before we get on with rolls, I would like to point out that accents like bagel and car.
Car? Bagel.
Bagel.
Car.
Bagel.
Bagel? I say bagel.
Anyways, composure and resolve, please.
Also, why didn't you tell me you were in Kentucky? Because I was driving through Kentucky.
I did tell you at some point. You forgot.
I did, and I'm sorry. Right, shit, I need to try to remember how to do this bit.
So, you take your composure and your resolve dice, the number of dots that you have. That's the number of dice that you roll.
Yep.
6 or above is a success. Below is a fail.
And it's all D10s, yeah?
Pairs of 10s are considered a critical success.
Uh-huh.
Ones are considered a critical fail. If it happens to be your hunger dice, pairs of 10s with 1 hunger dice is a messy critical. or a 1 is a bestial fail.
Right. And I have 1 dot in hunger currently. Composure and
Composure and resolve.
resolve. Okay.
So, while you're doing that, Elizabeth.
So, for my regular dice, I have a 9, a 10, an 8, and a 5.
9, 10, 8, and a 5. Okay.
And then for my hungy dice, I have a 2 and a 7.
Okay. So you have 4 successes. You managed to succeed. Congratulations.
Yay. Okay.
Valerie.
Alright, so reminder, I'm using digital dice right now because I can't find my pouch.
You're fine.
So we've got a 4, a 6, 3, a 4, 8, 7, 6, 6, 3.
Got 5
first-
successes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So my hunger dice is an 8.
Congratulations.
My first roll with my new D10 is an 8.
Congratulations.
And then the rest of them for composure and resolved. A 4, a 4, a 2, and a 7.
So how many successes altogether? Thank you. Sammy.
I got a skull on my hunger die, but thank God that I did get at least 1 success. So
Yeah,
I escaped.
you did. So, how many successes altogether? Just 1?
Just 1.
Sammy and Dee. The smell from downtown, even without enhanced senses, is rather putrid. This is the time of year where everything starts to wash away from the winter. Everything starts to melt. And our sewers are famous for belching out clouds of scent as you walk down the street. Anytime you pass by a sewer grate, every time you pass by a manhole cover, and it fills the street. And you can feel this the bile almost rising through you.
I'm just gonna take out my mask, put it on, try to alleviate myself the smell, pull out my spare. Hey, Sam, do you need one?
Give me that.
As you strap your masks on, people kind of stop to look at you for a moment. A couple of people do anyways, and then they carry on looking almost confused or bewildered, but they don't really say anything to you.
I just got done having the nastiest cold. Everything is so sensitive.
What is our group doing?
Try not to breathe.
Good thing you don't have to breathe.
Technically, you don't have to. I'm going to be looking for any sort of obvious disturbance.
I'm gonna push the words escape me. I'm gonna increase sight with heightened senses.
Okay.
Aspec, that one.
Okay.
I too will do heightened senses using aspects with my ears.
Okay, so we have sight and sound. Excellent. You guys can do that. Valerie, I'm going to get you to make me an intelligence plus investigation roll. Elizabeth, as you kind of use the blood to channel and increase your sense of sight, you can suddenly pick out people through, like, windows several blocks away that you normally shouldn't have been able to. One of the things that catches your eye is an apartment building with a bare naked buttocks pressed up against it on about the 14th floor.
That's oddly specific.
That is oddly specific.
You can see drivers, you can see the pores in their skin. Your sense of sight, like, sharpens.
I love this.
As for D, You can hear the cars moving. You can hear the wind rustling. You can hear the earthworms crawling in the planter to the left of you. You can hear people inside of the shopping center going about their business. It's a little muffled, but you can still make out speech. And you hear a
Do
slight...
I hear anything coming from that 14th floor room with the bare naked butt?
No.
Okay.
You do, however, hear a bit of a dragging sound.
What direction?
It's ahead of you a couple of blocks, as far as you can tell. It sounds like it's almost bouncing off of the walls.
I nudge Renee, and I'm nudging my party members, and pointing in the direction that I'm hearing.
Before we get to that, Valerie.
So my rules.
Mm-hmm.
6, 5, 10, 7, 2, 10, 9, 9.
Plus 2, that's going to be a total of 8. You're looking for anything out of the ordinary here?
Yeah.
You don't manage to
Anything
find
suspicious.
You don't manage to find anything out of the ordinary on this street as far as you can see. And people going about their businesses, people walking in and out of the shopping center, walking up and down the street. Off in the distance, you can see people having like a time down on probably about 104th Street, which is a known promenade area. Or at least it used to be. They're trying to revitalize it these days. D, back to you.
So I'm basically just pointing out the sound to my party members and asking them, hey, I'm hearing some dragging sounds coming down from this direction. Do you guys see anything? Or notice anything out of the ordinary?
When I look in that direction, what do I see?
What do your vampire eyes see?
My bread.
Mein Gott! One second.
My God! Oh, good heavens!
So,
has anyone taken the gold to Isengard?
From where you are standing at the moment, because you're like right outside of the shopping center, right? The road actually curves a bit, blocking your view on this side of the street. On the other side of the street, as far as you can see all the way down to, I think it's about Central Station-ish, which is probably about, 2 blocks? About 2.5 blocks down. You can't really see anything out of the ordinary.
I don't see anything. Can you still hear the noise?
Can I still hear the noise?
You absolutely can.
Yeah, I can still hear the noise. Can I make out what direction it's going? Like, is it starting to go away from me? Is it coming closer?
It's becoming slightly fainter, but it is moving kind of away from you. And like I said, it sounds like it's echoing off of the building walls.
Okay. It sounds like it's starting to go away, so
It is coming from that direction, though.
It's coming from this direction, but it sounds like it's going away from us. I'm gonna follow it.
That's what I was going to do, is just follow that general direction.
And he's just gonna start heading that direction.
You make your way down the street, past Top Donair, past the front doors of Rice Howard Place. You get to the intersection of Jasper Ave and Rice Howard Way. That's when the sound changes. It becomes a little louder, a little more pronounced. And it seems to be coming from your left.
I'm left and motioning.
Sorry, you're breaking up. Yep.
I'm gonna need to pop back in real quick.
Yeah, you're good.
How am I doing?
So far, so good.
Okay. So, as I notice the sound coming from my left now, I'm looking in the left direction and motioning everyone else as to where I'm hearing the sound from?
Yep.
Because I don't want to accidentally alert them with my own noise.
So, you stop at the corner, right across from Subway, and look down past Sundance College, down past Fire and Flower. You can look like straight down the street, almost to this giant bloody tower. These giant bloody towers down the way, a couple of blocks. Disappearing around a corner on Rice Howard Way Northwest, there appears to be somebody dragging a milk cart full of something. You can't quite make out what it is.
How does the person look?
How does he look?
Yeah, or what is...
To you, his clothing looks dark. To Elizabeth, he's wearing a suit.
Got him. That's our guy.
Are any of you particularly quick?
I'm very quick.
You think you could stop him?
Yes.
Probably good to stop him before he starts the ruckus, if you can do it subtly.
I can certainly do that. Let me check here what I've got in my belt to boost things real quick.
And
No,
he
being
disappears. He disappears around the corner as a cat from one of the alleyways starts meowing.
I just need to look up something under celerity real quick.
Yep. And he kind of makes his way down Rice Howard Way Northwest.
Oh, for the love of fuck, did I pass it? God damn it. Just give me a second. Pause for a second so I can look at the thing.
That guide is like that sometimes. I've had that problem. Can I glance around and, while she's doing that, can I glance around and see if I find any shortcuts she might be able to zip down?
There is about half a block away from you, kind of a back alley that you might be able to use to kind of cut down that back alley and then straight down 100th Street and cut him off before he gets to the other end, but there's no guarantees it'll work.
Okay.
Looking around as well, are there any places to maybe like trap him alone?
Not without.
Away.
Not without.
He's going
people
down
noticing.
into the station.
Not without people noticing here.
Mm.
And that's about when the scraping stops.
So I've got what I can. We're going to use Blink to grab them. And I'm sorry, because I was reading, I didn't catch what people were saying about like the area. Like, is there somewhere for me to tuck him under?
There's no place for you to trap him, and there is kind of a back alley, but there's no guarantee you'll be able to use it to cut him off. You'll be able to get to the other side of his street in time, because he's headed down the main street. There's a back alley about halfway down the block, right? There's no way you'll be able to use that in order... There's no guarantee you'll be able to use that in order to cut him off at the other end of the main street.
Unless one of us starts going down there now.
So you said Blink?
Yeah.
One moment.
What if one of us goes to the other end of that alley now? Cool.
So
I'm going to that side alley to grab him in case you guys get him there.
So what did you guys want me to do then? Just go right up to him or push or grab him and pull him into the alley?
Here's the thing. The alley is perpendicular to the streets. Or to the avenues. Yeah, to the avenues. So, he's walking down one, the alley you'd be going down would be kind of perpendicular to that.
You said we were right next to where?
You're Jasper Ave and Rice Howard Way.
Rice Howard Way is what direction?
So Rice Howard Way is north to south. Rice Howard Way northwest is east to west. So the street that he's going down goes east to west. The back alley also goes east to west before they both come out on 100th Street.
Okay, I know where we are.
Street.
I don't, and I need a clear set of instructions of what you guys want me to do.
Because I'm trying to get the
Hold
map.
on.
Okay.
I'm looking at the map. I just have a terrible sense of direction right now.
Hold on. I got you. I'm going to copy that link. I'm going to drop it in the side chat. Okay. Find Rice Howard Way northwest.
Okay.
It's going to be Rice Howard Way NW on that map. One second. Sirens, apparently.
Here we go. We're on Rice Howard Way. And
There is...
I thought those were the sirens outside my apartment.
Yep. Screw it. We're downtown. I'm going to leave those as ambiance tonight. Fuck it. So Rice Howard Way Northwest is the road that he's traveling down, right? It's the road that I dropped you the pin on.
Right.
The back alley that you could head down is about half a block back from that towards Jasper Avenue. There is kind of a side street that comes out that you might be able to drag him into, but it's not exactly the best cover.
It's that little roadway between the craft beer market and the McLeod building.
And the what?
McLeod? McLeod?
So next by Poho Hair Salon and the craft beer market, ish.
Okay.
Or sorry, it's right next to the craft beer market. And then
Yeah.
the back alley I was looking at is kind of right by A&G Burgers.
Huh?
Oh, okay.
Hang on.
Sorry. Like, I'm looking at them. Oh, there it is.
Got
Okay.
it?
Yeah.
You have to zoom in pretty close for you to see it.
I'm like centered right on that block, so that might help you a bit.
Yeah.
Anyways, the scraping does stop.
Okay. So, the plan of action, we basically need to get him before he starts spewing his shit. And we need to, I don't know, sedate him maybe?
You said you were using Blink, yes?
Yes.
That gives you 50 meters. While still
Am
being
I-
able to perform an action. One second. And it's a straight line. It is also going to require a rouse check if you decide to do it.
Yeah. So, what do you guys want me to do? Just stall him, push him into traffic, pull him into somewhere?
So
Probably not wise to kill him, given the circumstances, but
Yeah,
There's no
definitely.
guarantee to die.
We definitely want to prevent him from starting to spew things to break Masquerade. So we basically either need him somewhere out of the way where he's not going to have easy access to other people, and also out of sight, out of mind of people who would otherwise be caught off guard and try to pay attention.
if we can pull him into that alleyway, it'd be nice, but that could be a plan A.
Am I allowed to use Blink to grab and go? Or would that be two different things?
So you can use blink up to 50 meters in a straight line and still have time for an action. Anything more than that, and you may have to wait.
Kind of like using your action to dash in a D&D campaign.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get the mechanics wrapped around my head. So if I wanted to run, grab him, and pull him into the alley, that's two different things, right?
If you wanted to run, grab him, and pull him into the alley, that's 3 different things. The running, the grabbing, and the pulling into the alley. So the running would probably be a dexterity and athletics check, which you'd use for blink anyways. The grabbing him would be kind of a grapple, so it'd be your strength plus your melee, or your dexterity plus your melee, depending on the situation. And then the pulling him would be a strength plus, I think it's a melee. Give me 1 second, let me double check the skills.
Because we can also, like, relay race style this. You know what I mean? Like, I pull him to us, like, as much as I can, and then someone takes over and puts him somewhere, like, pulls him the rest of the way once he's out of, like, the main shot. And that way I can just keep walking like I was never there and loop around, and then...
Yeah. And then a couple of us could also be guarding maybe inadvertently both ends of that alley to make sure he doesn't get out.
What do you guys think?
If we can get there on time, because I am not entirely sure. I don't have any special dashy abilities in my arsenal. I am a brain and talk person. So...
I mean, even just like basic celerity should help you guys improve your speeds. Like, even if you just have like cat's grace or something. Rapid reflexes is another good one. So, I'm going to grab him. That's the plan. Okay, so, I run. I grab. I pull. Sorry.
You're running?
Yes, I'm going to.
So this puts you down to the corner of Rice Howard Way and Rice Howard Way, or 101 A Ave, northwest. You get to the corner. Make me an intelligence plus investigation check to see if you can spot him.
He's wearing a suit.
You said int and invest?
Intelligence plus investigation, yes.
All right. We have 2 10s, 2 7s, 2 6s, a 5, and a 2. Didn't I ask for a pause for that?
Sorry, hold on. So that's 8 successes. You guys, or you do spot him. He's crossing 100th Street. You did ask for a pause while you were looking things up.
But not after. Yes, I understand.
While you were talking about your plan of action, the clock resumed.
Sorry, that was my assumption. I should not have done that.
Sorry, I forgot to unmute my mic.
Is he still on the side that we want him to pull him towards? Like,
he's
I'm
about
lost again now.
He's about halfway across the street. He's like almost dead center of the street.
Of the street I want to pull him into?
Nope. 100th Street, the next street over. He's almost over to where the library is.
And there's a big...
Is he going... Like, is he going toward...
One moment. I have a pin coming for you.
No, but I'm just confused as to what direction he's going in. Like, is he going, like, continuing, like, crossing 100th Street Northwest to continue on Jasper Ave?
No.
Or is he going toward woodwork.
No, I think he's going towards the library because the library has this really open courtyard sort of thing.
Yeah.
And
So
part of his MO is spewing his shit in public places.
Yeah, but that means he's passing that little road between craft beer,
he's already
craft beer
past that.
market and
He's
the
already
Dutch.
gone past that.
Oh shit!
Yeah, like at this point, we just need to start going after him.
Yeah,
We took too long.
He's halfway across 100th Street.
We're going after him.
yeah.
Plan A is kind of man. We took too long planning out Plan A.
So, tell me.
That's the impression I'm getting right now.
Yep.
Yep.
The field is, the floor is your guys's.
Going to talk while we run after him?
Yeah, walk, run and talk.
So you guys take off running.
Yeah.
You catch up with Valerie, who's seeing him about halfway across 100th Street.
Is it really trafficy around here?
This time of night? Not really. People are out and walking, but, I mean, there's the odd car, but it's not overly busy.
But there's no oncoming cars right now.
At the moment,
Hey.
they don't seem to be a threat, no.
As we're going up and trying to catch up to this guy, I'm gonna look over where the clock tower is. Is that an elevator at the bottom of clock tower?
1 second. Looking for the clock tower.
It's just on the corner of 100th Street Northwest and Parsons Construction. Or Construction? Or Rice Howard Way. Like Rice Howard Way across
That's
the
a
street.
typo. That's supposed to be construction. Well done, Google.
Yeah. Rice Howard Way Northwest and 100th Street Northwest. The cross where it crosses on the corner on like the
I see the clock tower.
yeah. Is that an elevator at the bottom of that when you click
No.
on it? Look
Nope.
at the Google images?
That
No?
is a decorative clock tower.
There's nothing. Sorry, I'm just trying to remember. Isn't there like a shit ton of construction in that area at the moment?
There is on 102nd because of the trolley and whatnot. I haven't been down that way in a while, so I can't tell you whether that specific area has a lot of construction in it at the moment.
Google Images right now is showing construction at the very least.
Okay, so we'll assume there's construction there, yes.
So there's like covered pedways and everything else?
One would assume yes. Because it is downtown, need to protect the populace from falling debris and all that shit. That would make sense.
Can I spot a good spot where I could like grab him and tuck him behind one of those things? Like whether it's like between a tree and a bush and those pedways, because I know they're like covered on both ends and it's nighttime now, so there's no one in those sites anyway. But there's gaps in all of that in between each one. So is there a way for me to like grab and just shove him in a corner, like
Yeah.
behind the stuff?
So that giant tree just across the way, just across the road, there's a spot there you might be able to pull that off.
Okay, what do I need to do to pull that off? What are the roles that you would like?
You're going to have to catch up with him. Make sure he is not aware of you while you're trying to do that. And then it's going to be a strength and melee to grab him and kind of pin him up against the side of the wall underneath where that tree's shading the parkade entrance.
Okay, so I'm going to use Blink in order to do that, because then he absolutely won't see me coming.
Okay, so you wait until kind of an opportune time. You can get to the corner of the street. Wait till an opportune time where he's almost right by the right under the tree. You use Blink. You are instantly on the other side. Sorry, make me a rouse check.
Okay, and right before I take off, I'm like whispering, I'm grabbing him.
Okay.
Okay. So that'll be a rouse check.
And we just keep walking, right?
You guys are just as far as I'm aware. Like, you
We're
guys have-
speed walking. Like
Yeah.
Nine.
Essentially.
Making sure that we're not drawing attention to ourselves.
nighttime.
Nighttime. Run.
Yeah,
Nighttime
dark.
brisk.
So I rolled a 9.
That is a
Or that
success.
rouse?
You do not arouse the beast. Make me a
Hey.
Dex plus Athletics check, please.
Oh, this is gonna be nice. So I have 3 10s,
Okay.
an 8, 2 7s, 2 6s, and a 2.
That's 10 successes. It is not a problem for you to appear on the other side of the street, avoiding all obstacles, flawless. If you had been in the Olympics, they probably would have given you an almost perfect score for the execution of this.
All of the medals.
Yep. Oh my
You
god.
pop up
We just-
close enough to him that you can almost reach out and grab him. I'm going to need, if you're attempting to do that, I'm going to need a strength and melee.
Still going.
Yep.
We got this. We got this.
All right.
Even the cat's coming with
Yeah,
us.
the cat's following you.
Yep.
Got 6, 9, 2 7s, an 8, and a 10.
That cat is really insistent. You got 6 successes. You reach out. So, paint the scene for me. How are you attempting to do this? As far as I'm concerned, this is a success for you.
What kind of build are we looking at here? Like, is he like a small
Average.
person? Just average?
Yeah, about 5.5, 6 feet. He's not overly muscular, but he's not really thin. He's literally just an average build. He looks a little tired, maybe. A little bit of a pallor to his skin, but other than that, he doesn't really stand out other than that sharp 3-piece suit and the kind of the hair.
And the milk crate he was dragging, where's that?
In his hands. He picked it up, so he wasn't dragging it anymore.
Like he's carrying it like in front of
He's,
him, or
carry-
just by one
he's
hand?
carrying it kind of like this. And you can see it's causing him a bit of... It's causing him a few issues. It's really fucking awkward for him.
Okay, so I'm basically going to like come up and almost like grab him around the waist while pinning his arms and the box to him, so like he can't drop it.
Okay.
And just zoom my way to like the first crack I see, push him up against the wall so that he can't see me. And as soon as I know that like he's pinned, I'm going to be covering his mouth.
Yeah, the wildlife downtown is really active tonight. So you manage to take him and grab him, and you manage to pull him into an almost like bear hug, pinning the crate to him. The first crack that you see would actually be the parkade entrance. You haul him backwards, down the slope, and around a corner, to where you're out of line in sight of the street. You pin him up against the wall. Are you moving the crate at all?
No, it's
You pin him against the wall, and instantly your hand is over his mouth, and he is looking at you with terror in his eyes.
So, how long does it take us to catch up?
A couple of moments later, we're going to assume that you all saw where she went, that you were watching her. I'm not going to make you roll for it, because shenanigans and shittery can happen. It takes you a couple of minutes to get to where Valerie was, as you walk down the parkade entrance and around the corner, and you see her, like, right there.
So,
As
I'm
we're
go-
approaching, I'm going to keep like an eye out and ear out and make sure like no one's following us.
Yep.
I want to do like a medical scan of his body with my senses, if I can do that,
One
to
moment.
see what's going on with him.
Okay, one moment. Valerie had her hand up.
I would have used dominate and told him to be quiet.
One moment.
Make that boy go,
Which-
yes, mommy.
Dominate skill are you attempting to use for that? Or dominate ability?
We're gonna go with mesmerize.
Mesmerize, you say. Make me a rouse check, please.
7.
That is a success. Congratulations. Are you attempting to literally force your way into his mind, or are you attempting to outsmart him?
As far
Better
as I
yet,
know,
let me ask
mesmerize.
this a different way. How are you attempting to do this?
I'm giving him an order with the full expectation that he will follow it.
Dominate plus manipulation, please. Oh, that'll be versus intelligence and resolve. My bad. I read that wrong.
So just dominate or
Dominate plus manipulation.
all right.
Highest number of successes wins.
I have 6 successes and 1 fail.
He shuts up. No ifs, ands, buts. Just you see him kind of fish gaping for a moment. Something starts to come out, and then nothing. He shuts up. A moment later, these 3 come around the corner. Elizabeth, you said you were attempting to scan him. What are you attempting to do? Like, what are you trying to do?
Ooh. I just want to see if, like, bodily he's okay. Like, I guess I can't do a mental scan of the brain to see what's going on. But, like, just, like, if he's hurt anywhere, if he, like, needs actual, like, medical attention at the moment, other than, you know, being smooshed against the wall. With a crate in his abdomen, I just want to see, like, medically, if I can just, like, if anything needs immediate attention, because with, like, thinking about him over the past however while with this case, like, he may not be bathing, he may not be eating, if he's been just wandering around on this adventure, like, what, is he okay?
That'll be intelligence plus insight the human body.
Yay!
Car kind of rumbles by.
Intelligence plus insight, and then 2 hunger dice. Okay. So... Alright, so my 2 hunger dice is a 2 and a 9.
Okay.
And then the rest of my stuff is a 7, an 8, a 9, and a 10. Wow.
He's a little indignant, but Valerie has managed to pick him up or managed to handle him in such a way that there's probably only going to be slight bruising.
Okay, good.
Who's next?
Me. Meanwhile, Sammy walks up. She looks at you two because Val is still holding him, right? Mm-hmm. She looks at you two and goes, "Watch. We're gonna have a conversation. I'm going to turn awe on."
Ooh.
One moment. So I don't think I have that one. Awe is 1 second. Which discipline is that?
Presence.
Thank you.
I think. Yes.
Level 1. Okay, so free, it'll be manipulation plus presence if you're attempting to use it.
I turn awe on. And then what I'm going to use it for is I want to look at him and say, "Look, I get that someone probably treated you badly, But there are people that have a serious problem with what you're doing, and we really don't want those people to get to you. I promise you that. So you could either stop this and save yourself and honestly get something done that all of us want get done, or you could continue being an idiot and you're probably not going to survive for very long, and we really don't want that to happen.
Make me a manipulation plus presence roll, please. Highest number of successes wins.
Look, we really just want to help you, okay? I'm attempting to help Sam persuade this guy. Look, we really just want to help you. We don't want to hurt you, okay? Would that also be persuasion?
Manipulation and
presence for you.
okay.
Dragon. D. That'll be 1 second. Charisma plus persuasion.
Okay. Persuasion. Okay, so
Sammy, what'd you roll?
2 successes.
Okay.
yes. Okay, hunger dice is a 10, a
Okay.
success. And then the other 2. 2 6s.
You say you got a 10 on your hunger dice?
Yeah.
2 successes.
Yay.
Oh boy, are you helping.
I am.
Before we
I
get to
am
that,
in mode.
before we get to that, Sammy, you say you got 2 successes. What are the numbers?
I've got the vampire dice, so it's literally 2 successes.
Yes, I also rolled 2 successes for that. What are your numbers? This is a tiebreaker issue.
Oh, my numbers, as in what my actual like character sheet numbers are?
No. The numbers on the dice. The numbers on your success dice.
Remember that mine are actually the vampire dice, so there are no numbers.
Yeah, there's no numbers. It just says success.
Oh, okay.
I could get a D10 for you and roll it, though, if you want me to. I've literally got one off camera I could grab for you.
I got one.
Okay.
That will go to you.
Okay.
So you succeed in your attempt, and then D steps in to help. You're tired of chasing this guy down. He's given you more than enough issues. Do me a favor, dearie. Make him remember this encounter. I just want a night. One night. As your beast starts to exert its influence a little bit.
My beast?
Yep. You got a messy critical, my dear.
Remember what I did? It's your turn.
I'll be right back.
So, how are you attempting to do this? Like, what happens?
So I feel like I just go into like mom mode ish, because like the way, like if I was to like go into like a feeding thing, my feeding thing is like consensualist. I'm just gonna like
It's not a feeding thing.
Yeah,
Your
right.
beast starts to rear its head a little bit. It pushes through and it starts to be a little more forceful in its presence. It starts to show through some of your physique and your mannerisms.
So I would like to imagine probably protective mama mode then? Because this is like, hey, you're a ghoul. You're probably someone's ghoul that someone pissed you off and you're going around making a muck. You're basically acting out like a child would.
You look at him. What are you attempting to say?
Well, I was attempting to say, hey, we don't want to hurt you. We just want to get you back to where you're from, get you taken care of, and try to get this sorted out so that way no one gets hurt and no one has to come after you like what my cohort said.
He looks at you, and his eyes widen a little bit.
Do I come off as a little bit more like a stern parent when I actually say that?
You're coming off as really predatory, and your eyes probably don't help at the moment.
Fuck.
And he just
trying to be
looks at
nice.
you. He just looks at you. His eyes kind of... Hold on.
You understand me? Nod for yes, if you understand me.
His eyes are looking around for any avenue of escape.
I gently cup his hands in my face. Look at me, honey. Honey, look at me. Honey, look at me. Do you understand me?
D. Back.
Yeah.
Just the most gentle possible hand on D's back. D.
Yeah, can we tell what's going on?
You would be able to absolutely tell that he's... Matter of fact, you might be able to smell the distinct scent of urine.
Just hand on D's back as gently as possible. Just
Yeah,
D.
shoulder.
Back.
Like it's
Up. You're
Does that kind of
scaring him.
Does that snap me out of it? Please let that snap me out of it.
We'll say they managed to get your attention. It's not overpowering. It's a little more forceful than you probably expected. See, the beast is a fine balance. There's a very fine line there as to what you think you're doing and what others might perceive. Especially since your brain has effectively been rewired. You don't see things through the same lenses, through the same perspective anymore that you used to as a human, right? So what you are trying to project and what they see might be two completely different things.
And my character, still being effectively a fledgling, probably doesn't really have that clicked yet.
You guys aren't completely in control yet, no.
No. So, my character currently looks like this.
Yeah,
My character is currently like D. Back
Do you understand me?
up.
What?
You are scaring him. Back up.
remember what I did at your house? Same thing. Calm down.
And does he look rather scared when I look at him
terrified.
again?
Yeah, he looks
Oh, yeah.
terrified. Yeah, he looks terrified. You can smell the urine.
Back up.
I just
Back up.
gently pat him on the shoulders and then back up, thinking about what I did.
His eyes lock on you. His eyes are not leaving you. Right now, you are the threat.
I'll look at him and go, now, if you don't want that, you probably need to take our advice and just go where you can be safe, get you some food, everything. Just take care of yourself. Slowly fade into the background. I hear you have a career in politics. You could make something amazing out of that if you would just leave this alone. Nobody's going to take you seriously if you're talking about fictional monsters, because they're going to think you're crazy.
And that would look really bad on your political career.
She's not fictional.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'm just saying that they'll think it's fictional and they won't take you seriously.
And that will look really bad on your political career.
Quit helping. I'm just trying to tell you something that is going to be in your best interest. I'm not threatening you. I'm not telling you anything is going to happen to you from us. I'm just saying that I have been made aware there are some people that aren't exactly happy about what you're doing. So I'm trying to stop you from doing this. That way you don't come into something horrible.
Hi. And he starts to slump towards the ground. You can almost see the tears welling up in his eyes.
Oh, come on, I know. And I'll follow him down the wall, sort of placing my hand on his shoulder and going, it's okay. I know. When you really believe in something, you fight for all you're worth. Trust me. I once believed in something and someone stabbed me right in the back and it felt terrible. I gave up an entire system just because someone stabbed me in the back. I get it.
They used me. How do I come
Same.
How do I come back from that?
You become strong. You say F them and you move on. Trust me, I did it. If I can do it, you sure as hell can.
No, knowing what she is, I'm assuming the rest of you are too. I know at least one other of you is. Why would you try and help me when you could just as easily kill me?
Because as much as we're monsters, we're not monsters. We don't like what we are either.
You have a conscience?
Yeah.
We try to maintain it.
Sometimes we slip because, well, hungry. But
Also, I'm really sorry for scaring you. That was not my intention.
she looks at her again. Quit helping! The point is, we're just showing you that, yes, some of us still have that humanity. We were humans, remember?
Were.
Yeah.
Let's at a shaky breath. I almost seem visibly sobbing.
I know. I'm gonna go this far. She actually takes him and she kind of puts him in her arms and just lets him sob into her shoulder.
Elizabeth now leaning in. Do you have a place of safety? Are you safe?
Well, about
Do you
as-
have a place to stay?
About as safe as the next person, I suppose. I have a house, but it's being watched.
Do you know of anyone that you can go to that is safe?
I'm a politician. I literally lie for work.
Val had her hand up, by the way.
I'd like to use telepathy while all of this has been going on, just subtly enough to be able to tell whether or not he's truthful or full of shite. Or if there's anything like deeper that
Oh no.
just if there's more to this than what's being said. If that makes sense.
One moment. Telepathy is presence?
Yes. I think.
Nope, it's not.
Aspects. Sorry.
Aspects. Thank you. One moment. As I flip through the rulebook here. Please bear with me.
Turns out our enemy was the rulebook the whole time.
Oh, it's on 252.
Out of game. Does our mans have a name yet?
No, yeah, we haven't asked.
Okay.
So, Valerie, you are going to make me a rouse check, and you are also going to make me a willpower check.
7 for the rouse.
Congratulations, you do not rouse the beast.
Where the fuck is willpower? Or would that be resolve in my
Hang on a
case?
second.
Oh no, willpower. Yeah, okay, that's little boxes down here.
Yep, should be right next to your health. This is going to determine whether or not you manage to pull it off and awaken the beast a little bit, or...
All right, so for willpower, we have a 9, 3 8s, 7, 2 6s, 2 2s.
Close enough for me. Okay. Now, to make it work, it's going to be resolve and aspects. Sorry, that should have been 1 willpower, so you would have only had to roll 1 dice, so I'm going to get you to roll that.
$10.
That works. I'll take it. Now, resolve and aspects, please.
All right, we have a 10, 2 9s, 3 8s, a 4, and a 1.
Yeah, he got no successes. You 100% managed to break through and take a look inside his mind. He's being honest, as far as you can tell.
Okay.
Look,
I will just keep being a watchful eye in the background.
okay, first thing, what's your name? Just so I can formally talk. Just so I can formally talk to you. Give me a fake name if you don't want your real name. I just want to call you something, so I'm not. I want to treat you with humanity, but I can't do that if I don't know a name. So.
He takes a long moment. Call me Stuart.
Stuart it is. Okay, Stuart. I have connections. If you need some safety, I don't just work with them. I'm a detective. I work with a lot of people. In fact, I just make the night shift my playground. Because amazingly, when you list yourself as a detective that just works during the night, you get a lot of people. I have people that can help. I can have people that can make people disappear in a good way, though. The way you want to disappear. I can get you out of here. The people that don't like you will be perfectly fine with that. Because you'll be long gone and you won't be saying your stuff. But you will also be out of here and be perfectly safe. Does that sound like something you would want to do? Because I can make it happen.
Like, out of the city?
Out of the city.
You're talking about starting over completely.
Yeah. I'll admit you'll be going through some shady channels to do it, because that's creating a brand new identity. And since you're not a witness to a crime or anything, I can't use those channels, because I have those too. I've got the legal ones, but for something like this, it'd probably be better if I gave you the shady ones instead.
I'll do it.
Okay.
However,
Right.
you doing this for me for nothing isn't fair, so I'm going to give you just a quick tip here.
Okay.
Keep your eyes on the legislature, they move in the shadows there.
Nice to know. Thank you. I think that more than pays for this. Or in our parlance, you gave us a boon. Congratulations. And then she gets up and holds her hand out for him to take it.
He'll take it.
Okay. And then she'll pull him up. Ladies, our friend here needs to come with me to my office.
That is fair.
I think I can take care of this. The less of us roaming around, the more it's a situation, so to speak. So,
Would you like at least one of us to accompany you, so that way you neither of you are completely alone, just in case for safety reasons?
up to you, Stuart. Are you comfortable with that, or are you
Is that
comfortable
okay with you,
coming with
Stuart?
me?
It does not have to be me if you do not want it to be me.
I think the less the better. If we're gonna do this, I don't want anyone knowing where I'm going.
Okay. In that case, ladies, I hate to just leave you in the middle of downtown, but have a good time. There's farmers markets, there's street corners, there's all sorts of stuff. Or maybe you can hunt down your corgi.
Yeah.
But whatever. I will contact you if I get any other information about the other cases that you've put me on. But otherwise, and then she then holds, because she's let go of his hand at this point, but she holds it out again, almost like she's holding her hand out to a child, off to her side to.
As the sirens rush by yet again.
Okay. She'll take it and go, "Come on, Stuart. We got a new you to make. Maybe we'll call him Stuart." And then she, if he'll go with her, walks out of the alleyway and down the street.